JM Race Engines is a new business in north central Missouri that have you covered from top to bottom for all your engine needs. Purpose-built engines with the correct amount of clearance will get you to the end of any show, whether it's your local shows or on the national level, where you can't be let down by your equipment. With top-level professional machine work to all engines, your choice of build is totally up to you. JM Race Engines will give you the confidence to push your equipment to the max while giving you your preferred horsepower to boot. From LS builds all the way to your exotic level small blocks that your imagination can only dream of, they have you covered.
But it doesn't stop there. They are also a speed shop that carries a variety of heads, carburetors, intakes, plug wires, helmets, and other safety equipment, and the best VP fuel on the market today to take you to the top. So if you're wanting mild build to wild build, let JM Race Engines help take you there. Ladies and gentlemen, Hard Nosed Derby Podcast, we back.
What's up?
Oh, who do we got in here?
Oh, Bud.
What's up, man?
What's going
What's
on,
up,
Billy?
Bill?
Golly, man, it feels good to be back in here. Y'all got a fancy setup now and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, mic check. Am I on the mic over here? Is this how this thing works? Extendable? Look like a robot in here?
Oh, well,
That would be an extended Peter.
Oh, Stendopeter. That's what, well,
just talking to the robot penis. And
yes. Sweet.
All right, so
Dude, there was some shit that we had been talking about that we kind of overlooked a little bit.
not so much overlooked, just holy shit, trying to get all the information that we could out there. We had people wanting us to cover safety. We got to get back to the way the Derby family comes together.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's
Boy, did they
touch
come
on that.
together.
Let's start on that. Charitable donations given by the Derby community.
Yes.
Insane.
South Dakota, Gold Rush 2024. They raised money for a little girl by the name of Maya.
Yep.
I did see that this week that Nicole and Tyler, Nicole's mom, were heading to Wisconsin to go see Maya. Maya got to ring the bell last week
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
to get cleared.
Yeah, that was a pretty emotional deal. We were out
Dude,
there.
I couldn't even watch that shit.
I know. I was over trying to drink beer. I was like, man, why are you drinking so heavy? I was like, I can't watch that, dude. This is what
watch
drives me to drink heavy.
But what is so cool, they raised $50,000.
50 G's, man.
50 G's.
I mean, and we all know, you know, that money's not everything in that situation, but dude, it softens a blow.
Oh,
Oh,
4 years old, knowing that what this little girl has gone through, and when organizations, and whether it's Derby or whoever, anybody that ever comes together to put something like this on, dude, Bill and I watched a Power Wheel go for like $7,800.
Yeah.
A Derby Power Wheel for $7,800.
what was the jersey from the clown? What's his name? Man, that thing went for like $1,700 or
Yeah.
something. He's like, I'll just give you my shirt. Who wants it? Yeah, and we started bidding on it.
Yeah.
It was wild.
But you take that 50 G's, like that is something that can create a memory that you will never get back. Like, you know, like that's a trip to Disney World.
Oh, yeah, she rung the
Yeah.
bell. I mean, who knows? That may have been.
Yeah.
You know, that is literally getting to take that girl and let her go have all the fun that she's ever wanted to have.
That'll soften the blow for the parents driving
Yep.
back and forth.
Oh,
Oh, I mean,
Medical
'cause
equipment.
not every place has got a cancer institute in their town.
no. You got
No,
to travel.
we're fortunate.
We've got one really close.
We do.
Bet you they don't.
Right.
You know, so
Man, what's crazy, you know, I've been to a lot of, you've touched on a lot, tractor pulling, and they do stuff like that, but all the things in my 43 years of 17, 18 years around the Derby world, 15 years around the truck pulling world, the Derby community is a whole nother level. They come together. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
Man, so and so sick. I mean, before they leave, it's $50,000 or $100,000. I mean,
Well, I mean, and there's never that situation, where shit. We've raised $5,000 at a local show.
Yeah.
yeah.
With no notice. With no heads
no
up.
notice.
Just pass the bucket. And
Yes.
some shit like that. Next thing you know, it was like, yeah, $5,000. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And we did that a couple times.
I've never seen it like it in anything that I've ever been involved or around. It's crazy. And they do stuff in others. I'm not
They do.
saying
I mean,
they,
like
but-
tractor pulling right here in Paris. They
Yeah.
do,
That's one of the biggest ones around here is
Yeah.
Paris.
They.
It is. It's really cool. I mean, it might blows my mind. I wish I could still derby. I'd be right in the mix of it. Fortunately, I've fractured my back and my neck, and it's not happening anymore. So, but just see little kids like that, that is, I can't handle it half the time. I have
Yeah.
to drink because I start crying thinking about it. And
Well, and especially not taking anything away from you on that, but if you've got kids, every time I see something like that, I'm like,
no, your heart just falls out of your
son of a
chest.
bitch.
Yeah.
And little Brody at Blizzard Bash.
Yep.
I think they raised 15 or 20 grand for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Believe so.
You know, just give it up to, and it's not just the promoters that are doing this, that are lining all this shit up.
The fans.
The fans,
Drivers.
the drivers, but then the parts guys,
Yes.
A to Z.
Vendors, man.
Vendors chucking out rear ends, drive shafts,
Yeah.
headers.
Wasn't it South Dakota? They gave away Postal, didn't they, or something?
Well, they an A to Z.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
A to Z. I was like,
No, an A to Z. Shit, I don't remember.
I don't know. I wasn't fucking there.
oh yeah, we didn't see them. Man. We had a great time, by the way.
Good.
But no, it's just watching all these people jump on board to donate time, parts, bumpers.
Dude, I've been there in these crowd situations, and you watch motherfuckers scrambling to an ATM.
Yep.
You know, whenever they're like, "Oh, we're passing the hat." I mean, there's lines.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hell, I think last year, it might have been last year. I think I seen it. They ran out of money in the ATMs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
That's
there was
a
guys
fucking issue.
like, yeah, there was people like, "Hey, hun, run down the street here to wherever bank," and I was like, man, these guys are really
Yes.
next level stuff. I'm mind blown.
But no, we just wanted to give a shout out to all those guys. Hill Job Graphics for doing the shirts for Gary Russell and Austin Johnson. Demo got on board with that as well for Austin. I'm not sure if the sale is still going on, but a percentage of all Demo merch sold was going directly to Austin.
I ain't had Facebook. Just to clarify that, everybody. I know a lot of people that listen to us and follow all of us around. I ain't had Facebook, so I mean, I hope Austin's doing good.
You've
man.
been locked out.
Yeah, I've been on lockdown for 2 weeks. It's kind of nice. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm kind of catch up on everything.
But on that note, Austin is home.
Yep.
Is he? Nice.
Austin is home. He still has the blood infection. I mean, that's what happens when your intestines are ripped open.
Yeah.
I guess.
Wow. And you watch it. We've seen him hit like that a million times, and it'd be like, oh,
I've never seen him hit a wall like that.
That's what I
what
think
did it.
what done it. That
That's
wall's
what
like
did it.
hitting a brick wall.
That's what did it.
Oof.
But Austin is home. He's doing all the blood transfusion type of stuff right there in Quincy.
Yep.
So he is not in Kansas anymore.
Right.
So he made it home.
Yep, he made it home.
That's good.
I got a Snapchat earlier today that was still kind of gross
Yeah. Yeah.
with a little hole.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I didn't get.
So
that.
hopefully that's a drainage hole. That's what I'm hoping. I'm not speculating because I ain't a
I'll
fucking
be
doctor.
gagging over his mouth.
Is he? So he's back to same old Austin.
I
Is
can't take it.
he back to himself?
I still haven't heard any more news on Gary.
That's what I was going to ask. Nick.
All I seen was the update from like the 10th or 11th.
Yep.
Something
Just
like that.
they said his body has to rest.
Yeah, they're saying that this stuff just takes time.
I mean, was he just in the middle of the action? I missed. I
Heart attack.
Yeah, I know he had a heart attack, but was he in the middle of the action when it happened? It just
Yeah,
happened.
he was running.
Just happened.
So man, his adrenaline was going. I mean, everything and just breaks. Man,
Yep.
because I ordered it. Man,
Right.
I'm so busy. I ain't have time to.
Well, anytime I see stuff like that, I usually try to jump in on it.
Right.
Because I didn't personally know Gary. But I would hope that everybody would jump together if something like that happened
Oh,
to me.
yeah.
We know him really well.
Yeah.
We had it out in Claremore about 9 years. Oh, they know. I mean, but we're friends now. I mean,
Right.
we got that aside, but we had a party one night in Claremore. It was a big one, yeah. And we shook hands. I mean, we've been good ever since.
Right.
I don't want to ever see anybody. We leave that on the track.
Right.
You guys have covered that a million times. Leave that on the track. I hope the best for him.
Exactly. Get better, dude. Got some more shit to break. And,
Yeah, 100%.
torch and
Oh,
all that stuff.
he's awesome, dude. Once we got to know him, he's
he
cool.
is. He's good.
Cool
Dude.
as a play in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a good, dude. Also saw Mr. Jeff Palmer.
Yeah,
How's
What's
he?
left of Mr. Jeff Palmer?
right.
He's probably about a third of the size of what he was. But, Jeff, keep getting better. Like I said, I know you're out of the hospital, so it's time to start healing up and
Oh, yeah.
make that sew down there what it's supposed to be.
Right, right. Yep,
You know.
I seen that he made a post. That was the first post I'd seen on the
Yep.
KMP page forever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's my boy. I'm glad to see him.
So
out.
just keep your fellow competitors and everybody in mind.
Roger that.
Amen.
Because kind of in the words of like George and Bill, you never really know what tomorrow's going to bring.
100%.
And you never know what somebody's going through at that point in time when you see somebody.
Right.
You know, a lot of people hold stuff in and just like old Twisted Tea says, just be nice to people.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you what, we're probably some of the biggest jokesters. You all know that.
Oh, yeah.
We love to joke. That's what makes us.
Well, that's what gets me through 90% of a day.
Oh yeah. No, I think it's why we get along so well. I mean, we're
That and sarcasm.
100%. I do like some sarcasm.
all right, man. And I love joking and playing and picking on people. We do it for fun, but when it comes to at the end of the day, man, we're the nicest. You know.
Well, and I've told people that, man, I might give you shit, but if you need something or you need somebody to talk
First one to call.
call me.
Boom. And that's kind of where we're at. I mean, literally.
I might give you a little shit, but I'll listen.
Right. Yeah. No.
Well, let's dive into it, dudes. You two assholes were at Bristol.
Oh, by the way, we were there. You missed that one.
Face.
That was just a hectic ass weekend. We've already heard my stance on this. Badass action, fucking crazy ass derby.
I'll be.
Facility ridiculous.
Oh, dude, I don't know that I'm still over it. That was the first time I've ever personally got to be on a NASCAR facility.
Yeah.
Per se. I mean, it was great. The hookers were okay. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. This track
Hookers
was
and blow.
They
Hookers and
weren't
blow.
hookers and blow. Derek missed out on that deal, but you know. Dude, honestly, 100%. I've been to every big show on this United States. Honestly, it was the hardest action I think I've ever been on. And I'll be the absolute first person to admit I'm a grown man. After I seen Teddy sing, I had to go behind the bleachers. I cried for about 3 minutes. George had to come back here and give me a hug. I was like, dude, I don't want to see any of my dudes. You know what I mean? I'm friends with all these guys.
Dude, I told everybody, and I've said it on here several times, it made me sick to my fucking stomach.
Oh, dude, I didn't even go back. I didn't even watch the however many heats were left.
Yeah.
I was like, Teddy came over and gave me a hug, and he started tearing up, and I was like, man, that was just it's all fun. This is for fun. Yes, we're all got a competitive part of us that's just it's one of those things. But other than that, the facility, I mean, I thought they done a wonderful job. Was there some negative side to things? I mean, Steven had to burn 23 gallons of fuel and lost a tire and a tie rod and everything getting from the pits. I mean,
That's legit. Like he's
I'm not. We passed him on the golf cart and one tire. I was like, I'm Steven.
And everybody was like, "You gonna stop?" I was like, "Nah, it's already fucked up now." Like,
Yeah, I mean, right. I was.
but I mean, we
That's that
talked about
filler
that.
class propaganda.
Well, you know, I mean, we talked about it, and I talked to Bill and George about it. I was like, man, these cars aren't meant to drive that far.
No.
No.
Hell no.
I mean, I can understand if it was from here to like the bottom of the hill to your gas station to the studio here.
Yes.
Okay, half mile.
Something like maybe.
Maybe. A little less than that.
Ish.
Not 4.
This was like, like 5 miles away, and I ran into Dustin. I was like, I'm not trying to make fizzles about this, but if we're running heats and we got to come back and we're waiting on a tow deal to get us out of here, I said, you're going to put diesel in the tow rig to get us back.
And he wasn't joking. And not only was it a long ass drive back there, but it was straight downhill and straight up another one.
I mean,
So and that was one concern that I voiced. I was like, man, if we have to run again, and this fucking thing's junk after this heat, and I go back there and pull it around, pull it down, whatever, it's not going to drive like that.
well, I mean,
No.
and George, no. George even brought up, he's like, so you're giving us this, we're getting 2 hours. It's going to take an hour
to get us back there.
to get back there.
And then an hour to
Something.
get back up.
Because we're waiting on a skiddy to come get us anyways. Then we got to hold all the way out. And you can see the look on his face like, I never put
Right.
2 and 2 together. Now, when it comes down the hill and went through across that little bridge,
100%.
if we could have been there,
Yes.
it'd have been like from here to the gas station. Not a problem.
But the part about them guys is this. They know that's an issue.
Yeah. They'll fix it.
Yeah.
Promise you it's fixed.
Oh, no,
Promise.
it will. And he said it would be. I knew he had 100 million things on his plate. And I'm like, it's your first year, man. I get it. Yours going to be,
Oh, yeah. There's going to be hiccups.
hiccups and haters, and we know how that works. I mean,
But
you got
yeah,
the wrong color hat on, and they're the first people to jump on you.
Because one of my questions, whenever we got into that, and you heard me ask him, I was like, how the fuck are we getting our cars out of here?
Yeah.
I said, because I haven't seen anything on this property
Oh, yeah.
that will pack a car up the banking
To get out.
the gate.
Correct.
I was
Without
like,
flipping it over or just stopping.
yeah. I was
I
like,
don't give a shit
just
how
said,
big of a skid steer you got.
It wouldn't have done it.
No.
There's no way because,
Nope.
I mean, you're talking banking, you can barely walk up.
What was it, 45 degrees?
I don't know. A lot.
It was ignorant.
It was all the degrees.
I used to watch Darrell Waltrip. Oh, yeah. I used to remember watching Darrell Waltrip on that track back when Dale Earnhardt and all them.
Right.
I used to be a big NASCAR guy back then. Well, Darrell Waltrip did a thing on walking up that. How steep? Never believed him. Now, I've lived it.
Yeah.
Blessed enough to get to go down and try it. I was like, he was not lying. Like, you couldn't walk it up dry.
No.
Let alone try to get a semi, a skidder. But Dustin did make it right.
I mean, the compact guy.
Trailer
proved
without a strap down compact.
Oh,
it. That was right in
happened?
front of their shit. Like 100%.
Yeah.
Right in front of where they were pitted.
It fell the fuck off the trailer.
And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
almost 100% positive that they were going around your all semi.
yeah, and semi, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But there was no room. We literally had a foot. He couldn't even get out of the semi. He had to get out of the passenger side.
I was
to get out
there.
of the truck.
I was there. I drove the skid loader.
Oh, that mind. Well, Steven was there. Yeah. But he did make it right. He's like, man, you guys are right. If you guys want to bring however many he can get down there, he's like, come on with
Just
it.
start stacking them on the apron is what he did.
Yeah, he goes, bring him in. Well, he's like, dude, we're in a semi with a 53-foot skidder. I mean, we got it all back here. Well, if you can get it down here, come on with it. I'll deal with it later. And I'm, okay. Anthony, he didn't mess around. He was there. Once that happened, golden. I mean, yeah, I think if they stick with that, it's gonna be hard to beat. And, and I'm buddies with Sam. I've been to all Sam stuff. I've been how many years of Blizzard Bash? We've all been to Blizzard Bash years.
It was just, there was just something different about that show. And I know that, dude, I've got messages. They're like, oh, you're blowing these guys, whatever. It's just something that was, there was
The
a different-
aura
there was-
about
It was
it.
different.
And I think, that some of it, so many badass rides.
I think I know. Here's I think what the difference is. We're used to all these big shows being indoors, being inside.
That was some of it.
So now we take that caliber of show and set it outside. We had a TV bigger than this whole house, and I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying the TV was $40,000 to turn it on.
But if you're kicked back in your pit stall and you're wore the fuck out and you don't want to walk up to the track,
I watched
kick back in your
I watched
lounger
4
and look
heats with
up.
CJ Barnes,
Yeah.
and AJ or Avery. Yeah,
Yeah, you just look up and watch it.
yeah. We didn't even have to. Yeah, unless you run underneath it. But we just sitting there in the lawn chair. I was like, the beer garden was right there on
Yes.
each side. I mean, it sounded like the tech was pretty fair. I know some of them boys. Austin was there. I mean, everybody had an opinion on it. My personal opinion,
It was
I'd go
cool.
back. Yeah, no, I'd go back again.
was
100%.
It was the action was just insane.
I mean, I wish I was John Muse right now. Man, that guy's cashed some checks this year. I was like, dude, you are an animal. But I mean, there was no putting at any heat. Well, Steven drove around a little bit, but you know.
That wasn't a heat. That was a feature.
He does. I love him. No, I mean, once I watched some of the video, I'm like, dang, he was starting to turn it up. Well, your partner had an instinct. It just it happens. That's Derby. But you were like, all right, instincts it is.
Well, it was just me.
Yeah.
At that point, I'm like, okay.
Wherever I get, that's where we're in. Yeah. So, I mean, it was awesome. It was really cool. I'd go back in a heartbeat. Yeah. The nightlife down there is pretty cool. I mean, bars were right down the road if you wanted to go. We didn't personally. We went back to the house and drank like fish.
We didn't go to any bars. We went. I mean, but like food, we
did.
left there at one time at like 2:00 in the morning, and Buffalo Wild Wings was still open. They
Yes.
opened until 3 or something.
And note to anybody, did you eat it eggs up?
Yes.
Absolutely. We need 5 of them around here.
Yes.
One in Paris.
Yeah.
Did you see the
100%.
egg counter on the wall?
Yes.
65,000 eggs have been cracked. Was that a year or was it a month?
I don't know.
I want to say it was yearly.
I don't know. That was a shitload of eggs. Though.
Just up to date. It was every
I
time
forgot about that place.
thought
it's eggs up.
Eggs up.
Yeah, so if you get to go, Derek, I'm just saying, man, eggs up. Put that on your note that in your brain. I'm just saying. We went all kinds of cool restaurants. Wasn't bad. They loved us down there. Most of the people didn't even know what was going on.
That was what we talked about. Like the local promotion of that stuff is skipped over at a lot of these big ass shows.
And I went to
Especially if you're having it in a big ass town. You know, like
Bristol. They know when NASCAR's there,
100%.
But Bristol's a little ass town.
It is. It's
I mean, it's not
but
Paris
it's
little.
spread out.
It's not
it's-
Paris little.
No,
but
it's
Jeff City, but spread out Jeff City
Yes.
size. Yeah.
something like that. But I mean, like Topeka is big.
oh yeah,
I want to know. I would like to know how many people that walk into the Stormont.
are local.
Yeah.
Well, as many years. I bet I know at least 200 people. Oh man, we're 15 minutes. We're 20. We're 5. We live right here. I live 5. My house is right there.
But I mean, how many of these
yeah.
towns have you been to? And they're like, oh, there's
Yeah, there's a Derby. What the fuck?
King
But-
of Ohio.
Yes.
Me and him, Derek and I went across the street to grab something to eat. And they're like, oh man, where are you all from? Because I was like, man, I'm not looking forward to this drive home. And they're like, where are you from? Missouri. Oh, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
We're
What are
like,
you doing here?
There's a Derby right across the street.
And they were
didn't
like,
even know.
oh.
Didn't even know it.
Really? The only thing I could think of, well, the thing about Topeka, Sam blew that up. I mean, and it exploded when he
It was there
there.
so long that they had to know it was coming there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, now it was there at the beginning. What was it like? Oh, there was a Derby down the street. We didn't even know you guys were there. Year 3. Oh, yeah, everybody down the street's here. I think in time, Bristol's going to be, if they can get that up off the ground 100% and rolling the ball. I mean, better than what it is. You know, get all the kinks out and stuff. I went to 2 Casey's down there and they had flyers. They did have flyers out. The guy's like, some guy.
Peoria
walked in.
to me was nuts because like whenever we went to Big Al's and shit.
Yeah, 2 socks. Here we go. Good Lord.
Well, there was locals there as well, and they were like, "Ah, you all must be here for that Derby." And
Yeah,
then you
they knew
walk
about
down the street to a bar, they'd be like,
Yeah,
you guys are here for that Derby.
There was 85 of you guys in the tip bar last night.
I'm like, oh, okay, so these guys, like, they know.
They know what's up. Yeah.
Right. What about driving down the street in a Derby car?
And I mean, that's.
That was kind of cool.
I still think it comes back to everybody is so predominant with the use of social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok,
You
whatever.
forget about a local paper.
Correct. You forget about that little shit
Yeah.
of that small town or the locals, as you would call them, that maybe people need to kind of reiterate to start pushing.
A radio ad, a local radio station.
Oh, why wouldn't you? The radio's a big one.
This episode's going to take a little turn here because I think I found the detour that I want to go down for this. because this is for the betterment of the sport. You know, getting the local people involved that's the demographic we're looking for.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Because you are at this local show, your family come in for the weekend.
Hey, yeah, big derby's going
There's this
on.
big ass derby down the road.
Yeah, the guys go drink beers at the derby or whatever, and the girls
Yeah.
go shopping. Boom. Or they can all go. I get it.
Then the 8 and 12-year-old was like, "Dad, can we go?" Sure, kid.
The whole family's
sure, Bubba.
going.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My kid doesn't want to play on his fucking iPad.
While we're on that subject, with me being off Facebook for 2 weeks now, well, I'm on now. I'm back on.
You have no clue what the fuck's going on?
Dude, let me tell you. Yeah, dude, let me tell you something. You do not realize how much I've missed. I didn't realize what I was missing out. You know how many people walked up? Man, you see what Steven did last week? No, I ain't got Facebook, bud.
Well, I'm telling you, it was bad enough that I texted him, and he's like, "Who's this?"
Yeah, yeah, it was bad. I was like, dude, if we didn't have Snapchat, I had no communication to the outside world for the last 2 weeks, except for yesterday or the day before.
Right.
And you know how much I missed?
Well, and like I said, I'm not cutting social media back. You know, I mean,
It's a great
It's
source.
a great tool, and it's free.
Free. Yep.
That's awesome.
Radio. That's where I would be.
Whenever we did our local shit, I always went to the 3 most popular radio stations in the area.
Yeah.
And what did it usually cost, Derek? 150, $200. And
That's-
I would start running
Drop it
the
a
week
bucket.
of.
Yeah.
I would usually run like 3 ads a month before
Yeah.
just to plant the seed. And
And then hammer it the week before.
The week before, I wanted them to start the Saturday before the show, Friday or Saturday before the show, and I wanted them to run that bitch until we dropped the flag
Absolutely.
day of the show.
And I think it worked.
And they were like, "Man, you're gonna have to pay for an extra, 10 ads, because they sell that stuff in packages."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't
Bring
give
it.
a shit.
Yeah. What's the price? How are we going to
Yeah,
pay now?
let's do that.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
Local newspapers, you're not grabbing your 20 or your
I mean, is the paper
35
still?
and under. You're not grabbing them.
No, I was going to say, is
No,
the
but
paper
it-
still the thing? I mean, like,
I had so many of the 40 plus that
Thanks
was
for
like,
calling
"Hey,
us old."
senior quarter page ad in the paper," and I'm like, "Okay, it's doing
it's working.
what it's supposed to."
The 21 to 35 look at it? No.
No,
I think these smaller towns.
no, like I catch myself. I'll flip through one every once in a while if it's
That's what I
sitting
do.
there, but I'm not gonna go buy one.
Nope.
The thing is, I think these smaller towns like y'all live in, and Holt Summit. I mean,
Yeah.
more people get a paper. You go to anything like Jeff City or bigger. What's paper?
Right.
We got cellular devices.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
did you see Derby? Oh yeah, 3 weeks ago.
And another thing that helped us big in smaller towns and stuff is we would find the local coffee shop.
Boom.
Go in, throw them a $100 bill.
Oh,
Whoever
yeah.
comes in here and gets coffee.
Well, you're getting Ed, Bob, and Joe that come in every morning
That
at that
talks
table
to 97 people
Every morning.
every morning.
over 6 pots of coffee.
Between
yeah.
5 and 8.
Oh man, Filthy Promotions bought our coffee,
Yeah.
and they're like, "What's that?" Oh, they're putting a derby on out here at the fair.
Yeah, y'all got to go check that out.
Well, then those
Yeah.
6 old men go home.
Tell
and
their
they-
buddies.
Well, they tell their buddies, and they tell their wife that goes to Bridge on Tuesday.
And Hearts on Sunday.
Yes, and it trickles down. And
Bingo night on Sundays.
well,
Don't forget your
there-
dollars.
you cannot put a price tag on word of mouth.
No.
That's a well spent $100 that you probably
Well
just collected 200 people to come to my derby or my show.
Well, even if you got 50,
There
Yeah.
was somebody from Michigan at the last Halloween Havoc.
yeah,
Michigan.
drove down here because
Where? Your
night
guys'
before.
last show?
Yes,
Oh wow.
because
before.
him and his wife, I caught him.
Wow.
Like they called me or messaged the page. Hey, this is I don't remember what his name was, but it was him and his wife. They drove down here in a pickup with camper shell.
That's where they slept.
That's where they
Really?
slept. Oh, dude, they were like, we pick 1 or 2 events a year.
To go watch somewhere.
And somewhere we've never been, something to check out. And I'm like, how? How did you all find this?
Right.
Through Google searches and shit, and I'm not 100% sure that it didn't come across on one of the local papers that we had advertised with.
Oh yeah.
Through a Google search of local events. It might have been the community calendar off 95.7. I don't know. It was something.
Well, I'll give you guys one thing. When you guys were promoting, Yeah, I seen your ad on Facebook. Now back to social
Right.
media, but I seen your guys' deal. But I know you guys, so but I bet I seen it twice a day. Every time I got on Facebook, you scroll, I'd see it twice.
That was my job.
Yeah,
I
That
was
was
a
awesome.
promoter. I wanted people to be sick of seeing the fucking thing.
now I
Because
think
you can't.
the national side shows. Man, everybody knows Blizzard Bash. Everybody knows.
Yeah, but it drives me nuts. I'm
Yep.
constantly looking for a fucking ad on there.
You don't even
I've
see
got
it.
to. I've got to search it. I've got to. Look.
How
up-
crazy is it? Sam, we'll just use Sam. He could put a date out. Hey, we're having team show November, whatever, and you may only hear him say it twice, and that's it. But we know Sam, so
Right.
we're like, well, there's always a big show in
Well,
November.
we'll look up UD.
Yeah, boom.
and you can find it. But your run of the mill person's not going to do that.
No.
Absolutely not.
That's why I was on every swap shop in a 3-county circle. I finally deleted all that shit because I
Yeah.
didn't care about them selling their grandma's quilt rack.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about that.
But for
it
a
was
small
a-
promoter like you guys were, man, you guys did a
It was a
fantastic
free
job.
promotion tool. We took over Salisbury. I got on Sheraton County Swap Shop, Salisbury, Brunswick, Keatsville, all that shit over there. Throw my ad on there every other week. And then I go on and re-up it. Yes. Sometimes the admin or whatever, they kick the motherfucker off there. But all right, well, I'm going to do it again.
Yeah.
Like, here we go.
Yeah.
I'd put the bitch on Marketplace. Like,
I think you did. I think I remember
do.
you putting it
I
on
do
everything.
every one of them.
Yeah. No, you guys did a fantastic job.
Well, and that's what Rob Hewer, he's like, man, I'm so sick of seeing these fucking ads, but I know when Paris is.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, you do.
But look at my car count. Look at the people that showed up. I had 5,000 people sitting over here in my stands.
Right.
No bragging, no nothing like. But my promoting and putting all that out did that.
Whenever you're scared of failure, it makes you do a lot more shit.
Oh shit! Next level dumb shit. I mean, but you're not afraid to fail. But you're gonna learn from fail. That's how you get
Right.
greatness.
Oh, 100%. And that's what Derek and I was sitting down. We're like, okay, we've got the cars. How the fuck do we get the people here?
Advertisement.
Advertisement. So finally, I was renting bounce houses.
Yep.
No, I seen it. I seen about. Well, I mean, we got drunk from the beer garden about. We almost got kicked out. But hey, I was like, I know the guy running this.
Well, that's the weird part is because, talking to other promotion or other promoters, Johnny Golo of Stir and Dirt is a very close friend with Tori Schutte, who owned Derby Octagon.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
Johnny says, how do you guys get all the cars? And Tori says, well, how do you guys get all the people?
That's a good question.
So even
You-
national level promoters were still having that issue where Tori would get 350 cars, but only have 5,000 people in the stands. Stir and
had
Dirt would get
35 cars.
40 cars with 10,000 people in the stands.
Dude, that was insane. When we all went last year, Utah is. I know y'all have covered it a few times, but
Right.
I'm gonna vouch for what you all said.
Next level shit. what it is.
Insane. I've never walked into a dome. I walked in when we first got. I'm like, we've been to big shows. I'm like, I get it. It's gonna be decent. Couple
But it's-
thousand.
Until you couldn't
different.
find a fucking seat.
Shit, the beer garden was a mile away. I bet you in line there was 10,000 people, if not more, in that place.
It was
It
sold
holds,
out.
it holds 10,000 people.
And I watched the first heat. I'm like, holy moly!
Okay, I get it.
One of our hobo cars would been this.
Yes.
At first, I ain't gonna lie to nobody. At first couple heats, I was like, did I really spend my money on this? But man, when the action picked up, bud,
Yeah.
I was like, nope, this is wild shit.
Yes.
You gotta have a set, go out, pull. I ain't gonna lie to nobody. Well, of course, George's crazy ass
But
doing it.
I think that is probably one of the issues that needs to be addressed next. Getting the crowd there. Mm-hmm. Advertisement. And I know that, like, you've got Demo working on it. You've got Sam and them working on it, pulling sponsors and stuff like that. Yes, whenever people start seeing, Monster Energy drinks and shit
Oh,
like
yeah.
that on the flyers, they're going to look at it.
Yep.
Yep, big sponsor deal
Well,
thing.
because
yeah.
you'll look up, you'll have kids looking up monster videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see them on posters in people's houses for years of monster truck, years of pulling, years of
100%.
Yeah.
And you see the Monster Energy drink posters that's got, a car on the side of a can hanging in somebody's shop.
almost about everybody's shop. Yeah,
That they got from the gas station because they knew the manager or whatever, and it was time to retire that poster.
So
That's
to
the shit
butt
that-
up with that to this conversation, it's funny. I got asked this a while back. Man, you went to Bristol. You went to South Dakota. why'd you guys quit going to Blizzard Bash? You want to know the truth? I'm being mean about nobody. I said, I went to South Dakota and spent under $1,000, and I was there 5 days. Me and Sam Williams, personally, right there, remember when he came over and he was talking to me? I said, and I'm not picking sides, and nothing against Dustin, nothing against Tim, none of them guys. Guess what? When last time I went to Blizzard Bash 7 years ago and stayed there,
$1,500 just to stay at that bitch.
I was $1,200 deep in my hotel, and it was 110 maybe. I ain't been out there a long time. Maybe 110 for my ticket. You know when Sam started that when we went in 2012, it was
like $50
$100 for the whole week,
Right.
not a show, the whole week, and I was out $700 for my hotel. That was my very first year I stayed there, and we partied we all partied like animals, but. Yeah, now I
Dude,
went
I went to South Dakota up there, and that's what I told everybody. I said, my bank account got fucked up while I was out there.
Oh yeah, no, their deal. So did mine. Yeah.
You remember that whole
Oh, yeah.
deal whenever I was eating that ass on
Oh, I did it when I got home. Mine did too.
coming back from Rushmore. We took a grand cash out there with us, which my hotel was already paid for. It was like $450 for the whole time I was out there. I come home and had cash left.
Where South Dakota.
Yeah.
You want to guess what we spent per person at Bristol? This is gonna
No, I already know. Buddy, I was there.
blow, no. This is just gonna blow your mind. Less than what I spent at South Dakota. Airbnb. I think with my VIP that got you in the deal, the whole whatever. So we can count alcohol. The beer drinking, okay. Minus that.
No. That's got to stay in there.
With everything in
That's
it.
an expense, bitch.
I bet everything in it. I bet I didn't spend over $600. My part. I spent right at $850 probably
bet I
in South
spent-
Dakota.
Including
But
the
there's
beer?
things to do.
I bet I spent.
yeah.
I bet I spent $3,500.
Oh yeah, no, I guarantee you did. But what I like about South Dakota is I like how where Sam's going.
What
with
it cost us to go
to
when we went out sightseeing on Friday? Cost us $10 to park.
$10 at the
A little bit of gas.
Rushmore deal.
A little bit of gas.
You had a
went-
nice little gas
Then we
getter,
went to
so
Deadwood.
we might have been out $30.
I made money when we went
Oh,
sightseeing.
yeah. Now, I mean, their cheeseburger at Burger King was expensive as hell, but
No, it wasn't bad. I think both of us to eat was like
did you see what I ordered?
$20.
I'm fat, bro.
Did you take him to Sickies?
No, the one we didn't get to go to Stickies. I forgot all about it. Yeah, that's a good one. I should have took you to next year.
What is so cool is,
Best fucking burger.
Track
Oh.
Shot always says destination derbies. They do,
Right.
without a doubt. Bristol is one.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
South
yeah.
Dakota is another one. Utah is one. I mean, there's
stuff.
shit to do.
Oh, between South Dakota and Utah, they're probably. And I'm gonna put Bristol in there, but they didn't have near as much to do.
No.
as-
But 45 minutes, you could be in some of the coolest fucking places in Tennessee from Bristol.
100%.
You can be in Gatlinburg
or in
from
West Vir-
Bristol
Yeah.
Or in West Virginia,
in
right?
an hour. It's Bristol, Tennessee / Bristol, Virginia.
Yes.
Go to Gatlinburg. You know where we should have went while we were down there?
Nah, dude, I
I
thought
dug it
about
up. It's called Dig Zone.
Yes.
Dig Zone,
Yeah.
a theme park for adults. You get on all the new cat equipment and you ride it around and work it. And I showed George and he's like,
I would have gotten in trouble.
there ain't no way I'm going to have
I
time.
got in trouble.
Yeah.
We've
Oh,
been
yeah.
running into shit.
Yeah. 45. I forgot about Gatlinburg
Yes.
being. So, I mean, between Utah.
well, if you looked, I looked at some of Mavis's snaps. He went to Gatlinburg
yeah.
Yeah.
after he got down there. And I'm telling you, whenever I left, I stopped at that big ass Buc-ee's.
Yep. So did we.
Yeah. So that was the turn for Gatlinburg.
Yep.
Well, it didn't take shit to get there. And and if you were coming from our side,
Yeah.
whenever you left, if you left a day early, you could have went and partied it up in Nashville on the way there.
We about
Because
did.
Nashville was 4 hours from Bristol.
You know what George told? He told Sarah. He's like, if I place in the top 3, we're not coming back. He said we're going to. He said we're going to Nashville. He said we're going to Nashville for another 3 days if I can win. And when he got to like fourth place and he was still in the clock, I'm like, you've got to be shitting me. I was already calling my boss. I was like, yeah, bro, I'm not coming back for this.
Sick days, bitch.
If this dude gets, I was like, if my homie gets up in there, I was like,
no,
yeah.
exactly what you were saying. Destination derbies. What does Topeka, Kansas have to offer?
Sonic.
You know what?
There's a shitty fucking.
What kind of cocaine you like? Depends on which corner. I can tell you one.
Well, I'm just saying.
Not that I do it.
You know, there's nothing.
That is what is killing, in my opinion. And it's not the promoter.
Baby
it's not
dolls.
The temperature. It's none of that shit.
I don't think I'm allowed back in there.
With everything going on in this country, with national level derbies, Blizzard Bash is
The highest.
the shittiest because there is nothing for a family to do.
Nope.
What did R&R, what did Rob Baker do? He moved from Stanton, Nebraska to Adel, Iowa. Why?
Because
to
there's
get
shit
their
there.
shit for the family to do.
Well, I'm telling you right now that if I ever run at Bristol again, I will take my whole family with me.
Oh,
And I
we're
will
going
go
to Dig
out-
Zone, baby.
I will go out 4 days before the show.
Oh,
Because honestly, in the grand scheme of things, it wouldn't have cost me.
No.
I mean, anything more, the hotel and whatever I go to take the kids to do, which is what I'm going to do anyway.
that's funny you
But
bring that up. So
I
that's
can get two birds stoned at once that way.
Yeah.
that's another part that I've heard consuming the last 4 years of our life, the presidential. It's just too expensive. And I'm not trying to bring politics, but the last 4 years are like everything spiked so high. Time I'd get gas, my 3 kids and my mom and my dad, and where it was costing me $3,000 for a week, now it's costing me $8,000, and we can't do that.
Well, and if it wasn't for the cherry flavored diesel, that would have been a hell of a lot more expensive trip.
Yeah.
I love it. I like the way you think. Yeah.
Because
I
I'm
put
telling you,
that
I
way.
promise you, that bitch was running on red all the way down there and back.
Oh yeah, smoking like a king.
No,
That's what I have heard a lot. But Blizzard Bash is not knocking anybody.
no, I'm not
No, it's
knocking the
the
show.
town.
Yes, it
One,
is
there's nothing to do other than strip club. You're obviously not taking your kids to baby dolls.
correct.
Okay, show me something else. And I mean, there's a mall 10 miles down the road. That's what all I found.
Dude, I got bored there one day so we just took off and went and run around Topeka. I found nothing that I was like, man, I want to go in there.
You want to watch a softball game?
Heartland Motorsports Park is the only other thing in Topeka, and I'm positive the NHRA is not going to be running in November.
Right.
I mean, John Force is crazy, but
You know,
there's nothing to do there.
No,
There's not. Dude, South Dakota, you're so close to everything. Like, dude, and not even, you don't even have to go, like, I'm not even talking like Mount Rushmore. Bill and I and George and all of us, we went and rode
Go-karts, 3 minutes away from our hotel.
Yes, you could have walked there.
Yeah.
It was right across the railroad tracks. We were
Yep.
there.
We
And that
went
shit
and gambled.
was fun.
I mean, I don't know how many times Derek was like, man, you guys wasn't lying, dude. It's like 20 minutes you're there if you want to go to Deadwood. It's
every fucking
20
bar
minutes
was a
to go to
casino.
Rush.
Yes.
Every bar downtown Deadwood is a casino. I
Yes.
have no clue.
He wouldn't go to the Reptile House with me, though.
The what?
The Reptile House, remember? On the way
Fuck
to
you.
He's I was like, going to go pet. Cooter and them were
Yes.
going.
So
I
you
was
want
like,
to go pet some snakes? Nope.
Cooter passed us and he turned in front of us. I was like, you want to go to the Reptile House? Pet some Cooter? He's like, nope. I'll burn that whole place down.
I'm cool with gators. I'm cool with all that shit. Just not snakes.
But I mean, like, there's super good food around there.
Oh, yeah.
There's, I mean,
Dude, we even got to do a third. I was talking to Sam. I was like, dude, I want to try your UTV thing. I'd love to go ride in the mountains.
yes.
Literally, he's like, yeah, we're just down the road from it, dude. I'm like, really? And he's like, dude, everyone I picked this place, he said, you're literally within an hour of everywhere.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that means a lot. Because, like,
And I love all the time that you have. It starts at 6
that's what
tomorrow night. Well, guess what? We got, well, we always party a little bit when we go to these big shows. Everybody knows this. Even if we get to bed at noon or midnight.
Yeah.
Guess what? We're back up at 7, 8 o'clock.
Yes.
We got all day, unless one of yous are running,
Right.
which I think that's going to go down next year.
Yeah. And I know it is for me.
Oh, no. Twisted T's already. He's on it. He said, oh, bud. So, yeah, that's in the works. But, yeah, no, anybody's like first timer listening to this and they're like, I don't know about the month. Dude, I'm telling you, you're going to be disappointed
Well, and-
if you don't go.
Okay. Well, here's another thing. We went to Utah.
Oh, fuck! They had a whole fair going on. Even
That's what I'm talking about there. Like, that was a full-blown ass, like, that was not a county fair. You know?
No.
That's
the
a Utah State
Fair.
Fair.
they had the fair. We went and drank the water when we wasn't supposed to at Salt Lake.
Yes, sir.
We didn't die. We thought about it.
That was cool as shit, by the way.
Yeah.
And how far was that from our hotel?
15
12
minutes.
minutes?
Yeah, 12, 15
12,
minutes.
15 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we could have went the opposite direction, been up in the mountains in 5.
Yeah.
The Derby is literally 5 miles from where the Derby is.
We could have been
In the
on
mountains.
the island to check out all the animals.
Yeah.
I
So I think they had a UTV thing. Johnny was sitting there telling me and George,
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, man, come on down, bud. We got a connection down there.
45 minutes from that Derby, you can go to Park City, Utah.
Yep.
Boom.
You can go to Heber, Utah, and we'll have mule deer and elk and moose and shit just walking around town.
Ooh, you remember those stickers we planted last year
Oh, everywhere.
in South Dakota?
Yeah.
They're
still
still in the
there.
bar down there, bro. I forgot to tell you that. I told him that.
Ah, good.
Derek was like, you're kidding me. No.
Y'all didn't throw any koozies, did you?
Nope.
No, the cameraman got to know us. We sat by him.
No, I was
He's like,
instructed
y'all ain't gonna throw
do
shit at
not
us,
throw
are you?
koozies.
I sent a snap to him at like 1 in the morning. I was like, bro, your guys is it's still right there by the bar. Guy's like, yeah, man, there's a couple people wanting to take it off. I told him to leave it alone. He's like, man, them
leave it
guys are
alone.
important. Leave it on there.
Better leave it alone, pricks.
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah.
But I think that, you know, everybody was wanting us to kind of switch it up on topics and stuff. This is something that needs to be talked about. And I would honestly like some promoter feedback to see if that is something that they are for
Well-
sure, you know.
What's Madison, Wisconsin going to be like?
I haven't done any research.
Or is that Badger? Is there 2 different derbies? What is that?
Badger Nationals.
That
Madison,
so-
Wisconsin. Yep.
Okay, that's what I only heard about it twice. What's that facility going to be like? Hell, that's the
I
only big
know
show
the
we need.
facility's badass.
Where
but
they're having it
I don't know what
pertains
is
to
around
the
there.
outside life.
I think it's University of Wisconsin. It is their.
And that's in March, right?
It is their.
That could be cold still.
I think it's their basketball facility, just like Whiskey City was.
Okay, it's all good. There's plenty of shit to do around there because it's 50 miles from Wisconsin Dells.
Oh yeah,
So I
Are
don't know if you
are
all
y'all
have ever
going?
been to Wisconsin Dells, but
I have not.
I have been to Wisconsin. I'm not there, but I have been to Wisconsin.
yeah, the Wisconsin Dells are an hour from the venue.
My vacation got torched for COVID because of, and that's
Mm-hmm.
where we were going to go.
But I mean, you're sitting
Are
on a
y'all
lake
going?
in Madison, Wisconsin. You're sitting on the lake.
How pretty would that be?
Oh, dude, this place is it's huge. Yeah,
Like, are we going or?
yeah, I'll probably have to make an appearance on that one.
Yeah. No. Give me whatever hotel y'all get. Let me know, and I'll probably be in. I'll definitely be in.
This episode is brought to you by Broadhead Decals. From door wraps and roof signs, window stickers and banners, let Broadhead Decals take care of all your vinyl needs with only quality products used.
Justin's graphic design abilities will get you everything you could ever want. With super fast shipping, their turnaround time is second to none. So let Broadhead Decals take you to the next level. Triple B's Tees offer custom shirts and logo designs for all your apparel and merchandise needs, offering a variety of shirts, hats, hoodies, tumblers, and koozies. Triple B's will work with you one-on-one to personalize and perfect your logo. With over 5 years in the business, 20 years in the sport, they live for Demolition Derby.
Chunk and his crew can bring your imagination to realization with zero limitations. So for all your badass tees, choose Triple B's. Another show that we've kind of, I'm not going to say forgot. Most everybody knows that the Wicked Team show, Wicked Derbies, kind of changed hands early last year. Mr. Brandon Dixon had kind of backed off just kind of overseeing a little bit during the transition, same way that Sam, I think, did with Blizzard Bash and all that stuff. So, dudes, the Wicked Team Show is in Sturgis, Kentucky. Cool facility. It's on their county fairgrounds down there.
Mm-hmm. Tommy's ran that.
We've seen
once.
some killer shit there. Guess what? Boy, they
Did you
had
see that
their,
list?
their list, their sign up. They had so many teams they had to do a draw.
Is that going to be a mod show? Is that going to be a street stock?
It's not
or-
a. It's
Man, I
not
don't
a
know what
mod
to
like
call
it used
that.
to be.
It's is it still called the Wire?
Yeah,
Mod Wire?
I think it's kind of pretty close to Spring X. I think it's right around
Gotcha.
that set of rules. A little bit of bumper bracket and
I can only
But
imagine.
I mean, you're
the
already
teams.
talking EPR,
yep,
Like
Crazy Inc.
yep.
I mean, the list is there.
K&P
Oh yeah.
What's the teammates on EPR?
for that show. It's Craig and Adam Lemonadger, PJ and Phil Snar.
Oh, Phil's going to jump in this time.
So again, you've got nothing but hammers.
Oh, it's a hell of a villain. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Take one legend out for another. I mean, well, I only ask that because I've talked to Alan. I mean, I know he's pretty well hung his hat up with it.
Alan has
He's
on
like,
his hat up.
if I go, he goes, they asked me to run Champagne. He goes, I will be back. I was like, really? And he's like, I will be back if they ask me to run. So
Yeah, I think Alan's hip said "fuck you."
the old body's starting to feel that 1-inch
yeah.
cradle sitting there in front of him. He's like, dude. Well, I told him my incident with my neck, my bike accident. He's like, oh, bud. He goes, I get it. Mm-hmm. I'm dumb for doing it.
Yep.
He goes, but I'm sillier than hell. And I was like, well, we're all that.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. No, so I mean, there are so many shows. We've got Florida coming up this spring.
Yes.
Who's going to that? Anybody?
I don't
There's
know,
some
man.
guys around you.
Iron City. Is that the one you're talking
Yep.
about?
Iron City National.
The Wood Boys are going. Oh, they're running, ain't they?
Yep.
Shit, they're in. I don't even know dates on that.
February. I don't want to get fact checked, so it's sometime in February, maybe the second week of February. Something
What
like that.
city/county? Where are we at with that?
It's not right on like the West Coast. It is east and a little southeast of like Tampa.
So it's down. Didn't they do
It's
that
between
one?
like Tampa and Fort Myers.
Didn't they run that last year?
No.
They didn't. This is first
No,
year
They
for
ran
that.
a couple years ago.
Yeah, because Baker and all them went
Because-
down.
COVID hammered it.
Yeah, but it
So
didn't.
they had it the next year.
It didn't really take off then.
No, I know like Jason Brzezinski and Gage and
Yeah.
them guys went and they should have won it and their shit got buried in the sand.
Oh, is that an inside or outside?
It's inside.
Inside.
Yeah.
I'd be down. Let me know if you go, Steven. We are flying, right?
Yeah, if I go to Florida, I'm gonna have to fly.
We're yeah, right.
I don't
I'm
know
into
why
fly.
you're talking about flying. You flew. You had a decent time doing it, and you didn't die.
Right. I don't know, man.
And you had so much more energy when you
It's
got
called
there.
earbuds.
I don't know, man. Like something about it's almost the chase to me. Like
Yeah, I love it. I love flying. So you're asking a guy that would. I tried to fly to South Dakota. George
yeah,
was
but
out.
No, I mean like you're talking to, like I had fun driving to Bristol. Like I enjoyed that.
Oh yeah, once you got to we went to Indiana way.
Same.
Did you guys did?
I rolled straight across through St. Louis.
So you went the northern way then, like we did, through
Going
Ohio,
down.
Indiana,
Going down.
and then we took the Nashville way back.
100%. So
Man, the things we got to see. I mean, there
I will
wasn't.
never go the northern route again ever.
Yeah, it's farmland. Yeah, it's farmland. It's wide open. But I mean, it wasn't bad. I got to see a couple things that I hadn't got to see. And I've been to almost every state except for like 4, 5. So I got to mark some more off my days. But doing that, I've never been to Florida. I've never been to Florida. That's why I'm itching to like, oh, dude, if you're in, like, I'll buy a ticket. I'm in. Like, you know what derby I want to see come back? You could probably already name it without even
Let's hear it.
Las Vegas.
Oh, dude, everybody.
Everybody. Why you got a shitty?
I can't speak on that.
I can't speak on that either.
Off the air, we'll speak on it. Off the air, we'll speak on it. I get it. You don't want to put it on there, but
I can't speak on
I
that
can't. I can't say a word.
yet.
Oh, you want to talk about a good time? There's a good time. We're in Vegas, baby.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. You're 2 minutes from everything.
Now, I will fly to that one if I can't get in.
Whew. Holy. Okay, Dale Colbert.
Well, I'm just saying.
Well, Dale, yeah.
Just saying.
But I don't mind. George's in too. He already said. He goes, all I do is see a flyer. Names, put it down.
Yeah.
He's like, you riding out? I was like, I'll meet you out there, bud.
Yeah, because from my house out there, that's 24 hours.
That's
Yeah, it's 23 from George's.
Oh, I'm out.
You're flying? I believe I can fly. Oh, you know what George said? He goes, you're really? And I'm like, abso-freaking. Dude, I've lived in Las Vegas. I know the trip. Which way you want to go? Utah? Colorado? You want to go south? Mexico? Albuquerque?
I'm thinking drive to Kansas City.
I
and
went south.
land.
Yeah. No, that's not a bad trip.
Nope.
Flagstaff's all right.
No, because you can roll.
Oh, 100. Dude, South Dakota. we left and I took off driving on the way home. George fell asleep. We were 10 minutes out. George asleep. He woke up. Oh, man, what are we, about an hour and a half from Sioux Falls? I'm like, what do you mean, 5 minutes? He's like, you're kidding me. We left at 6:30. It was 9:45, bud.
Dude, I'm telling you, I pulled out of St. Joe and I woke Lish and Cy up whenever we pulled into that restaurant.
Oh, bud. 101 mile an hour and a cop passed me like we were sitting still. I took a picture and sent it to my dad. He goes, God damn, son, slow some bitch down. The cop waved as he went by. I'm like, no, the cops are passing us. Yeah.
But
Vegas for sure.
I think the takeaway on this is destination derbies.
Yes.
Fun for the whole family.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, when you're sitting there looking at those flyers and you're contemplating on what you want to take, what you want to build, include that family.
Yeah.
Because not everybody can just go away for a week and leave wife and kids at home. They're going to get tired of that shit.
I've been very fortunate on my end. Like, because sometimes Lish is like, I don't want to fucking go.
For sure.
And if she does, I'm usually like, all right, well,
Go on with it.
put her in the trunk of the car, whatever. Trunk of the car. I don't ever tuck it first.
Don't tuck.
She can get out, guys. Don't read into that.
But I'm one of the fortunate ones that can afford to do that.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
not everybody's got that option to go on a big family vacation.
And I think the money thing's going to get better now that we're going to change hands of presidency.
Let's hope.
Let's hope.
I think all that's going to turn. So, I mean, the people saying it's expensive. Hopefully it's...
I know the $2 gas was way better than the $3 gas.
100%.
Oh, bro. I'm looking for the 198. Come
I
on.
think it'll get there.
Donald J. Get it there, bud.
I don't think it'll get there quite now.
What about us diesel guys?
Well, when you $2.20 a gallon is better than $3.40 a gallon.
And
$3.19 where I live.
They've got that cherry flavor. It's
I mean-
cheaper, yeah.
I'm even switching brands, bro. Did I tell you that?
Oh, God.
Going out of a Chevrolet. I'll let you guess what I'm going
Ford.
to. Do you want me to smack you now or...
But it's hard to pick a show off of who's running now.
Oh, you used to be able to do that. Dudes, I'm going to Spring X. Why? Because such and such is running. This team's running. This team's running. This team's running.
Now it's not
Now it
like
don't
that.
matter.
Nope.
Because a lot
They're
of those
running
guys,
all 3 weekends.
correct, and then
Tom
a lot of
Hughes.
those guys will sign up and not make it.
Right.
So they'll go to the next one
Absolutely.
when you're at the first one.
But I'm just telling you, the quality of driver that's these shows and what they're turning out as far as product, like I think they've mastered the product.
Yo, yeah.
I think they have finally wisened up a lot to listening to what the drivers want and what the fans want,
Yeah.
and they're doing that. Mm-hmm. So you're not picking that. Well, I want to go there because the action's better. Well, across the board, you're getting pretty
Close.
level action.
Like Spring X, the heats are insane.
Yep.
Features start out,
Right.
But we see who's playing with who first on
and
that.
then it works itself up to batshit wide open
Right.
craziness. We saw that at Gold Rush. The heats and the features were the same. Why? 1-on-1.
Right.
Bristol
Bristol,
changed the story.
Bristol was next
one-on-one.
level up.
King of Ohio.
1-on-1.
I'm going to that next year, I think.
This is where that action is there wherever you go now. So as far as the product of what you're going to get, it's just now figuring out where you want to go.
I kind of have a group of guys. Well, we've always had a group that we kind of follow anyway. You know, Rob here and all that. Yeah, no, now I know the action's going to be almost the same. I just picked 4, 5, or 6 that, well, okay, we've been to almost all of them, but now I just go like Gold Rush, Bristol, and let's go to that one. If Vegas pops up, I'm going to Vegas.
Right.
Boom. No matter what. Utah.
Because if you want to, and we talked about this on a local level, there's a show everywhere. Every weekend you can find something. Well,
Oh,
you can
my
almost do
goodness.
that with national level shows now.
Yeah, it just depends on how far you want to go.
You know, I just know for a fact there's nothing. I can't do shit in July. Like, it's out of the question. Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah. No. There's one every weekend around here.
Because then you can find something, you know, that's going on, you know, whether it be Johnny, whether it's Stern Dirt's team show or Brad Bowman, you know, he's got something going on. You've
Oh,
got
yeah.
Demo doing their thing. You got Sam doing his thing. You got Tim doing his thing. You've got Taylor Feldkamp and all them guys doing their, I mean,
It's endless.
you know, Siopa's.
For Iron City, and then
yeah.
you got Williams stuff out to California.
That's what I'm
Where do
saying.
you want to go?
Right.
Yeah.
Because now you can just pick.
Because they're making our fucking job hard.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Because I get asked a lot. A lot of people ask how you miss this, you miss that. Guys, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I do all this from memory.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
We don't sit here and research this shit. I see something on Facebook, and I used to have a pretty decent memory. And there's some times where I fuck up and I forget about it. I forgot about Bash for Cash
Yeah.
because we were so on to something that was closer to us,
Right.
Border Wars. We can't cover everything.
Well,
You guys don't even have paper or your phones
try.
up in front of you.
No.
You're literally doing this by ear of mouth. I mean,
Yeah.
word of mouth with
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying.
Yeah, well,
Nothing scripted. Nothing.
No, this is legit 100. We're just sitting around the table chatting. Yeah.
And one big thing is, and you know, I catch some shit because they're like, "Oh yeah, Steven didn't watch it." I'm like, "Hey,
Hold the brakes.
I don't have all the times.
No.
Like, you know how many times? And this is what people don't understand. You know, whenever we're talking about this stuff, dude, I'll stay up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning
Oh, yeah.
before we record,
Just to watch and get caught up.
trying to catch, you know, what I know we're going to hit on. You know, whenever I was watching some of Stern Dirt stuff, I was having to like I was forwarding, you know, and rushing and watching and
Oh.
just making sure that I had something that I could.
Did we throw in that you're putting 70 hours in? You have 3 kids. You're married.
Right.
Oh, yeah. No, you're splitting your time between all this.
And my children, they only watch so much Derby.
Yeah. You know you're right.
Well, you know, this episode has kind of gone a lot of different places, but you know, we've always been talking about the price of cars in our area, right?
Yep.
You're buying them from a Derby guy, you're never going to get them cheap. We all know this. One of our past guests sent me a Snapchat last night of
I got to see that.
4 Fords for $100 a piece.
And
A Mopar?
no, and some cookies.
The reason being is it was an eyesore. Somebody wanted them out of his yard.
Really?
Get these fucking.
Do I know who got a hold of these cars? I don't know who this. Okay.
No, but I was like, are you shitting me right now? He was
I didn't
like,
even
"No."
snap him back. And like I know he'll hear this. So yeah, I was fucking salty yesterday.
Yeah, so
It
that's
is what it is.
that square body that you load on a trailer for $100.
Not happy about it. I mean, congratulations,
Not
but not happy about
whatsoever.
it.
You Delta Utah asshole.
So,
But if anybody has, which Bill's kind of a little fucking behind the times right now because he hasn't had Facebook.
no, I'm just freshly back.
Destructive behavior will this will actually launch on Thursday. So Sunday night, which is tonight, they are going live to fill you in a little bit more on the Wasatch County Fair Show.
You're gonna want to retain that information.
Yes. So if you haven't, when you're listening to this on Thursday and you haven't watched it, go back to the Destructive Behavior page.
Check it out.
Watch it. Listen to what Brad and Ryan are going to tell you, because they're going to tell you a lot of shit.
The shit's groundbreaking.
Yes.
Well,
It's over.
you know what's good about
everybody
this?
knows it's over $200,000. They've announced that.
Woo! Come on.
That was a minimum.
Yeah.
Damn.
It can only go up from there.
Dude, that's another thing I'm seeing. You guys touched on it a little bit. I mean, these payouts are getting insane. Hell, I don't care about my neck injury. I'm about to just throw. I'm about to start building grandma's car myself and
Man,
get back in
20
the game.
G's worth dying? Fuck it.
Hey, you'll be in a wheelchair. That's all right. Did you see what I was running for? Shit.
If I win that bitch,
Yeah,
it'll
I'll
be
get
a
a
nice
kneecap.
ass wheelchair.
Chrome wheels on it. Yeah. That's insane. The payouts are nutty.
Yeah, because and that right there is giving the driver it's giving them no reason other than the build style to not go run it.
Why wouldn't you?
Because before, you'd always have to pick and choose a little bit, because if there was only, let's just say, 4 national events 5 years ago.
You're going to the one that pays the most.
Correct.
But here's the thing. You guys touched on it a couple weeks ago, and a lot of these guys talk about it. Rules. It's all in rule
Yes.
set.
Well, that's where they're at now. I mean, that's where they're choosing to run.
It sucks, but reality, I've seen big name drivers. Nope, won't go because of this.
Yeah.
Nope, won't go because my cradle that, or I can't have 6 plates over 4 plates. You know, I'm like, well, where do you draw the line, boys?
So now you go to King of Ohio and you run for 40 grand in a singles class. You could turn around and go run Destructive Behavior. You want to run an 03 with kickers so you don't have to go buy a cradle? So be it. Now you can, like I said, now you can pick and choose. Do you want to run a
Super
Spring
stocks.
X? You want to run a Spring X show in April and then turn around and run Destructive Behavior in July and then finish off with Gold Rush or Bristol in the fall?
There's so many shows now.
And everything you just said is a qualifier for the
Wheel
Gold
Man.
Rush.
Yep.
Minus Bristol.
So you know what I tell these guys that are talking about the rules? Dude, there's so many derbies now. They've got a class for everything.
Well,
Yes.
you're the reason you're not running.
Bingo. There's where I was at. I was like,
Like, and you can come
Pick
up
it.
with all the excuses you want.
yeah.
But if you're not running a national level show and you want to, it's because you're not doing it.
4 years ago, I might have sided with them. Now, there's no way.
No.
You could run. You want heavy? Go to a demo. You want to go to.
You want to leave the fucking windshield in it? MWFA.
Correct.
You want to get buck wild? Go to Sam's show. You
Yeah.
want to get semi wild? Go to Blizzard Bash.
Right.
Yeah, if Compact Hobos is your class and that's where you want to stay, you can go just about anywhere.
You know how crazy it is to say Blizzard Bash is like number 4 in the country now? In my eyes, a personal preference. That's mine. And that's a wild show. Where are we at? Is that ought to tell the folks exactly where these big shows are at.
Well, that's what everybody's pushing for. I mean,
Right.
everybody's pushing for the top.
That was number 1 show for like 12 years straight.
Well, the thing about, I think, the national level stuff is that, one, now they have pretty much a class for anybody.
Oh,
They're spread out through all the entire year, but there is, we all know, the last 6 weeks of the Derby season is crazy with Bristol, Gold Rush, and Blizzard Bash.
wow, they put them all. I don't know how they do it.
But it is spread out everywhere. All these national level events are jacking the pay up so much. The only person that is actually going to benefit from that is the driver.
Bingo.
I was told a couple weeks ago that the guys, all the promoters are pushing the pace so much, and that's why a lot of people think that people are getting hurt, because they're wanting the action so fast paced, so much faster, so much more speed.
Ain't that a catch-22 kind of?
There is.
I mean, yes, they are pushing it. I will agree. But wait a minute. Do we really have to drive that hard?
Correct.
But on the other hand, a lot of people want to see that. Mm-hmm. So where do you flip the script at? Where do you throw the coin in?
Yeah.
I'm not going to walk to Sam and go, you need to slow her down, bud.
Fuck no.
Well, he just lost 10,000 fans because I told him to, whatever.
Me as a consumer, I want to watch the fastest pace shows I can possibly watch.
Bingo.
And I think that's what the other
If you wasn't on the edge of your
10
seat
million
at
people-
Bristol, every heat, I'm talking, you wanted to go puke. It almost, your anxiety was through the roof. It was, them guys were getting out, wanting to sit on the bank and go, whoa. Wow. There was no, well, give her 20 minutes or we're rubbing paint. No. You got about 30 seconds to Austin or one of them be like, nope. And that was your warning.
Yeah.
And
I mean, just like Steven hit on a couple weeks ago, I mean, you know, when you're looking at Logan Dowie at Gold Rush in a wagon, that really never went backwards.
ever. I don't think I ever seen him back up.
Look at the fucking front of it, too, after he was done using it.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, we've hit so much. You want to run a two-man stock show? You can go to Logan's show. You can go to Cornhusker Chaos.
Yep.
You want to run a two-man bone stock show? You can go to Spring X. They're opened up a second heat or a second feature. You want to run a two-man, if you want to run a motor swap class in two-man, you can run King of Ohio.
Yeah, where do you go?
There's-
You can't complain. Well, the rules that no. Well, you could have ran Blizzard Bash last week. They had allowed that class. Why didn't you go? Mm-hmm. Well, I went to big. Why didn't you go to demo or Gold Rush?
Yep.
They allowed. They got a class for you.
There's like I said, 5 years ago, there wasn't. There was a mod class. There was
Yep.
a light well build.
I can understand.
There was mod compacts.
And there was a
usually
hobo
trucks.
class you couldn't get in.
Yes.
You still can't get in that damn class. That is a very popular class, and it's cheap enough.
Well, that's because you got your fucking rejects like myself that you can run there.
FYI, he said that.
That is your ticket to the big stage.
Yes.
Dude, that demo, your guys' heat, everybody was on their toes just as much as watching Pete Hansen run.
That was what was really badass about being down there, because I have run at Bash. I've run out there. I run at Peoria. Every time our class comes out, everybody kind of disperses. It happens. It is what it is. It's a filler class. That's how that shit works.
You're about to get an ass cheek. Kind of like watching compacts.
I'm gonna turn
I'm
this fucking
kidding.
thing over.
I'm kidding.
Hold on, computer's on the table, please.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Bristol did not.
No.
You looked up there in the
Yeah.
stands, and there was still everybody that was there was still sitting there.
You know what I
watching.
liked about Bristol? They had replay. If there was a call made or something bad or this, that, and the other, guess what? When the official went over, whoever went over, well, what happened over here? It was already replaying up. I mean, Derby
Which
Nation.
we talked about that.
Whoever
That's-
done that.
I think that's how that. I think every national level event, when you have, how did you put it? What was that word you used?
It's Steven. There's a lot.
Oh, I know. Accountability.
Yes.
When you have
Yeah.
accountability on you, the world needs to see that same replay that you're watching.
Whenever you make that decision, show them why you made it.
Yep.
And that they did. So and so we got a stick broke. Well, why did he do that? Everybody in Bristol will be like,
I
oh, we already
watched
know.
this shit. They took both drivers and everything, and they went to that trailer
Yep.
to go
Yeah,
rewatch
and
it.
we got to watch everything.
With
And
Jimmy.
there was a camera following them.
Yep. Yeah, there was no sneak this, that,
No.
nothing. And we got to see it. While they were sitting there talking, they were replaying it right here. This is the call they're talking about right here.
Yep.
Well, did we see daylight? Was he sandbagging? Was whatever
Right.
the call was? And they had to do it a couple times. And it was cool. Because, everybody be like, oh, bad
Yeah,
call.
well, and then whenever
But he made
it
it
was
right.
cleared up and they went and looked at it, maybe it wasn't a bad call. Everybody's like,
Sorry, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
It was fast paced. We just assumed
it
you
took
went out
that
to,
it
yeah.
took that whistle blowing bullshit out of it.
Yep.
It's a famous saying, assumption is the mother of all fuck ups.
Yes, sir.
And Dustin was also taking it on the other end. Hey, we made a bad call. We were going to make it right now.
That's why
You know?
it was changed right there.
Yeah, that was cool, man. Them guys are they're on top of it. Really, they really are. Bristol was.
Well, they put it all out there to try to make something work, and they realized their shortcomings.
They
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Brian admitted that.
He was on here.
They were not happy.
No.
right. Oh, yeah. There's a negative with a positive. So, have you ever seen a perfect world where it's all positive?
Not unless I had something to do with it.
No, I said positive thing. Not fuck shit up.
You been in the whiskey today?
And I have not.
I'm starting to wonder.
There is a refrigerator full of beer over there, and he still hasn't got into it yet, so I don't know what the fuck the deal is.
I gotta leave stupid early in the morning.
Oh, yuck. But, guys, like I said, there's options. When you want to start building, when you want to start running, and when do you want to stop running.
And I'm going to go ahead and throw my 2 cents in on the end of this. This will be my final thoughts for this episode. Whenever you're rolling through Facebook and you see a show happening, coming up, whether you give a shit about it or not, click on it. Share that shit.
Bingo.
I understand that it's the promoter's job to get that information out there, but you as a fan, driver, vendor, supporter of this motorsport, a little bit of that lies on your back.
I'll let you guys on a little insight. Come to Salisbury. It's going to be good. That team show up there? Ain't that team show?
Yeah.
You better
Two-man
be
stock
there.
team show.
All I'm saying is be there. I'm not going to give no names. I'm not going to give anything.
It's 25 minutes from my house. I guess I'll go.
You won't be disappointed.
When is it? May something?
No, that's usually my birthday weekend. It's usually June some shit.
No,
Great.
it's earlier. That's the
March. It's in March. I want to say maybe March. I think George said March. It was
you
in
sons
March.
of bitches are gonna make me get my phone out.
Oh, we're fact checking now, boys. I wish I could record and everybody could see it. Everybody's on their phone.
Well, shit. June. No.
Leave me alone, people.
I want to say it was in March. I thought, but that sounds a little early, don't it?
It is.
I don't know, but all this is doing is verifying what the fuck I've said on here. May 17th.
May 17th.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just
Post that shit more often.
I ain't been on Facebook.
I just had to fucking scroll for a day and a half to find that. I literally just talked about that.
Yeah, give it a share. I mean, if you see a show and even if you like it or not, like you said, just hit the share button.
See, if it was me, I would have done it on the 10th.
Well, I mean, what's 7th? Saturday, Friday? What? I mean,
No, 10th would have been Mother's Day weekend.
I like the way you think.
That's
That was a
why you said
badass
that.
show. Man, I drank a lot of beer that weekend. Oh wow! I don't know how.
I didn't, but after that, I did.
Oh, that was amazing for you guys.
Oof.
I was impressed. Honestly, you guys set the bar. There you
Yeah,
go.
Everybody was impressed over that. And
Well,
were
I
we,
mean,
because we didn't realize that we even did a good thing until after it was over.
That and what you guys showed is as a small promoter group. Why aren't y'all? Well, I mean, what's up? Why y'all should have took notes? I've said that to several promoters, small promoters.
Right.
Why y'all? They pulled off 100 and whatever 10,
130.
130 cars.
cars.
What's up? Well, I mean,
Too fucking many.
that it was,
And a team show in one day is too much.
but you guys pulled it
looked
off.
good. It looked good on paper.
You guys, I mean, saying there wasn't a flaw or two somewhere. I'm sure we won't bring up old news.
That
but-
was one of them deals that Derek has explained several times. Everything looked really good on the surface.
but it was a
The
mojo.
genitalia kicks are below the water.
Oh,
It was awesome.
But I've told other promoters, why aren't y'all doing? I mean, where are you guys at? They're
because it
pulling them.
fucking sucks. That's why they're not doing it.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And you talk about a nervous bitch. We was moving cash boxes around, and I'm like, I got a lot of money in this motherfucker.
You were shitting peach seeds.
Oh yeah.
Beep beep.
But
Take a cash box, lock it up. Take a cash box, lock it up.
after about the sixth one, I was like, okay, I think I can start breathing now.
Yeah, you're right. Inhale.
We're out of beer. Oh fuck yes, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah, we're out of food. Fuck, show ain't even started yet. Yeah.
Oh, you got a lot to think about when you're promoting one. Oh shit.
Yeah, guys. So pay attention to the social media stuff. Their shows already started. The rules for some of the shows are out. The registrations are out.
And if you need any other information on rules and stuff, holler at Teddy Papadopoulos. He's usually got the inside track on that.
He's so gonna hit you with some shit.
Oh yeah.
But Bill, appreciate you, man, coming down, hanging out.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Thanks for having me on, guys. It's been a minute. For
Probably
real.
have you run back up here and bring your counterpart with you next time.
Yeah, he was actually pretty disappointed. He wanted to come, but he had to work like I did today.
I see how we are on his priority list.
Oh, dude, he bitched and bitched and bitched.
Right. Well, dude, no, he was almost in tears last night. He's like,
He was almost
I have
in
been
tears.
waiting to get on and talk with. Well, we're all friends. He wanted to come up and see guys, and he's like, man, I wanted to get on and give his opinion of Bristol, because he literally ran.
We'll still get him up here.
So I said they will. It's just bad timing. It'll happen. So
We have a long spring or a long winter. We have a lot of guests lined up
I know a couple secrets
from
about the
here
winter.
till spring, from all over the country.
And what else is going to give us a little bit of insight and some added material is I get to finally watch some of these shows, so we can revisit some of the shit.
Yeah, it's always a good time. I appreciate you guys letting me come up and jump on with y'all.
Yep. And if you're killing some time, you want to listen to another podcast, just find Old Buds on Spotify. And
It's
all
there
that good
still.
all that good stuff.
Yeah, we actually had a really good one. Our last one was.
You can kind of pay attention to them being a little remedial.
Yeah,
They're there for a fun time.
You want a good laugh? We're the ding dongs.
Well, Bradley, you got any last words?
nope.
Make jump, boys. Fisher built. Fuel tanks are the next generation of fuel tanks on the demolition derby parts market to date. With stainless steel construction, every tank is internally welded, braced, baffled, and pressure tested, with 2 standard size options available.
Fisher Built Tanks have you covered. From your local county fair shows all the way to your national level events, where you need maximum fuel capacity and structural integrity to get you to the end. If you are in need of a next level design tank, or you just need a second fuel tank for your new setup, give Fisher Built a chance to earn your business. You won't be disappointed.